does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
Let's turn this around for a moment. What is it like to have the same gender as Irma Grese, also known as the hyena of Auschwitz, a sadistic sociopath and SS guard at the women's camp in Auschwitz, responsible for selecting sick women from the women's quarters for the gas chambers, who notoriously also enjoyed shooting and beating women to death who she thought were more attractive than her. You happen to share the same gender with her. Tell me, what does that say about your character? Who you are, what your views are, who you love, what you hate, what you enjoy? Absolutely nothing. So fuck you for even suggesting that.
Why do you hate rom-coms? Or do you just feel like you need to hate them?
I don't even watch TV.
Everybody likes The Notebook. Everybody likes Beyonce. It's just a fact.
I am very amused.
Why do you make women sit around and talk about men in movies?
When y'all easily just sit around and talk about boobs for hours.
That just says a lot more about the kind of company that you keep, rather than what kind of subjects I like to talk about.
Do you automatically assume that you won't like TV or movies that star a female lead?
From Charles Bukowski. I feel no grief for being called something which I am not. In fact, it's enthralling somehow, like a good back rub.
Why are you surprised when women are funny?
I'm probably funnier than you.
I'm German, I find nothing funny.
Why do you think that we're obsessed with you when we hook up?
You can read thoughts?
9 times out of 10, I just want you to leave too. I'm busy. I got shit to do.
Good. Fuck off.
Why can't I sleep with as many people as I want to without being judged? When men do it, they're congratulated.
Why do you give a shit about the people who judge your sex life?
Why do you consider a woman a tease if she doesn't sleep with you after 3 dates, but a slut if she sleeps with you on the first date?
I'll repeat myself. Why do you give a shit about the people who judge your sex life?
What world does no mean yes?
No means no.
Indeed. Now please go and annoy someone else.
Why do you say that women are too emotional to be leaders?
Just inside, the Prime Minister makes a last-ditch attempt to win the hearts of the British nation.
People of Britain, please stop all this senseless violence.
Or I'll bite the head off this cute little puppet. Will the Prime Minister carry out her threat?
Then justify catcalling by saying men just can't control themselves.
I feel no grief for being called something which I am not. In fact, it's enthralling somehow, like a good back rub.
Why do you think that just because you're nice to me, I owe you my body?
Why
Are you only nice to people when you want to have sex with them?
would you ever send an unsolicited dick pic?
I sent one to an ISIS account. I was interested in seeing if they would publish it as a wanted poster. Kind of like, have you seen that big German dick? But I guess whoever received it kept it.
Why do you feel like it's okay to harass women or make offensive comments about women, but when somebody does it to your sister, it's not okay?
I have no sister, and your offense is the offender's instrument, and the offender plays you like a fiddle.
How does it feel to interrupt me when I'm in the middle of making a point during a meeting?
Why do you act as if you were the only one who has ever been interrupted?
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Ich habe einen Hoden. Find a man, grab his balls, and then squeeze them as tight as you can. Then come back to me and tell me how much he enjoyed it. If I had no balls, I wouldn't need to spread my legs whilst sitting down. But fortunately, I have my balls.
I get that you have balls, but I don't stand around with my arms wide open to make room for my boobs.
Deine Brüste befinden sich auch nicht zwischen deinen Beinen.
Why are women perceived as the weaker sex, even though we literally birth you? Like watermelons, through like this.
Would you like to order, sir?
Yes, I will have a steak.
How'd you like it?
Raw, please.
And what about the vegetables?
Oh, they'll have the same as me.
Why is it so bad to show your emotions?
It means you're human.
Show as many of your emotions as you wish, but don't expect me to care about them. I am not your dad, or nanny, or husband, or boyfriend, or brother, or anything like that. So I don't really care much about the emotions of those who, well, have no relation to me. Frankly, emotional outbursts by unknown people are, well, ridiculous.
Why are you always trying to prove your masculinity to me?
I am not trying to prove anything to you. What you may perceive as masculinity might just simply be the way I am. Besides, most people choose to define themselves. Who are you to categorize them in accordance to your whims?
Why the f isn't it ladylike to cuss? When did words get gendered?
Why
You should ask your friend about that.
Make offensive comments about women?
Rest assured, you can call me whatever you want.
is it your first instinct to doubt women who have been sexually violated or raped?
Actually, I believe in the sanctity of the legal process, and that anyone charged with a crime is innocent until proven guilty. I do not think much of mob mentality judgments. My instincts are irrelevant. When a crime occurs, the only relevant thing is what evidence or counter-evidence will the investigation bring forward.
Why do you assume a woman's angry because she's on her period?
Why?
I feel no grief for being called something which I am not. In fact, it's enthralling somehow, like a good back rub.
Why do you think women that wear makeup are false advertising? We can say the same thing about your dick size.
Yes, yes, yes. All men have the exact same sexual preferences and attractions.
Why isn't it weird that there's a bunch of old white men sitting in a room making legislation about what I can and can't do with my body?
And what exactly is the dear leader preventing you from doing?
Do you have a coochie?
Why
9.
are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Because men, just like you, like to explore their sexuality.
How does it feel to get kicked in the balls?
Schmerzhaft.
Ever get tired of trying to be manly all the time?
Do you ever get tired of being who you are?
Why are you so afraid of gender equality?
Am I?
Why do I deserve to be paid less than you?
I am pretty sure you are actually paid more than me.
What world does 77 cents equal $1?
In what world does 68 cents equal $1?
How is that fair?
Got any statistics to show?
Why are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome! More money!
I'm not intimidated. I just find it somewhat ridiculous that someone who gets paid to talk shit earns more than a man who gets paid to clean shit.
Why are opinionated women seen as bitches?
When opinionated men are seen as bosses.
Yes, yes, all men are universally respected and their opinions universally accepted, by virtue of nothing else but them being men. I am terribly sorry to break this to you, but in the real world, you will be judged not by your gender, but by what you accomplish, and your arguments will stand on their merit.
Why aren't you speaking up when you hear your male friends behind closed doors make jokes that are offensive to women?
Because the joke was funny.
Why are you so afraid of recognizing your own privilege? Doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just recognize it and do something about it.
Please tell me how privileged a man who cleans toilets for a living can be.